Fun.
You're listening to another Woodshop podcast, the okayest podcast of its type. Your hosts are Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, Peter Kapar of Petree's Workshop, and Braden Boakes of Littlebug Woodworking. You can find them as well as the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
Welcome to episode 280 of Another Woodshop podcast, the first episode of 2026, and the first episode of season 6 of Another Woodshop podcast. Woo! Where we look back at all of 2025 and all the incredible achievements that we have made, not to mention all of our 2025 goals that we most definitely all hit 100%. And just in case, for those goals that we didn't hit, we're going to double it and give it to the same guy and set them as goals for 2026. What's going on, boys?
Not much.
I have a theory. I have a concept. I have an idea.
I like it. Let's hear it.
Let's double any missed goals that we have from last year, but instead of passing it to the same guy, let's pass it to the guy on our left. So we trade goals.
Technically, my camera to my left is Dan.
Dan's to the left in my camera too.
Well, I'm sorry.
I have
I'm
nobody to
reflecting
my
on-
left.
So you can't pass it to anyone. So it bounces off the wall back to you.
Dan's getting triple gold.
Dan, I can't wait to see those 15 YouTube videos. Oh wait, double 25 YouTube videos.
Help.
Dan needs an adult, and I'm busy.
Help.
Speaking of adults that were too busy.
Oh no.
Did he not pull up the patrons? New year, same us, baby. Oh man, it has been. First of all, I'm still writing 2024. I don't know about you guys. Getting used to it.
I've been writing 1996 for a long time.
That's because of the dementia, Dan. But it was a hell of a year, and the best part about it was all the awesome people that joined our Patreon. Right, Dan?
Yes.
And
well,
we would call them what?
We would call them new patrons.
Our patrons?
Oh, right. Gosh, New Year.
New Year's, same here.
Good thing we're sticking the landing on this one.
We got one new patron,
Every day I'm tumbling.
and his name is, or their name is Jake.
Hey!
That's it. That's all I got.
Welcome, Jake.
It's just Jake. I have their email, but I don't know if I should be
Giving out personal emails on the podcast.
should I give out their email?
Jake at jake.com. Boom.
That's what it is.
Is it Jake from State Farm?
Possibly.
I bet they love hearing that and will immediately unsubscribe because of it.
They'll just think it's super funny because they've never heard it. All right. Let's talk about our VIP patrons, shall we?
Sure.
They are in this order: Brandon Finney, Luke Schmidt, Eric Markvicka of Markvicka Designs. What do pirates say after getting hit in the crotch? Nerds. That is Wesley Miller. Stop picking on Dan. Mike at DM Works. Thank you, Mike.
Yes, Mike. I'll be nice.
It's nice to have somebody in my corner for once. You know what I mean?
Mike's the one that yelled at me.
Jeremy Johnstone, Greg Walwy at Platte Valley Woodworks, not a Nebraska boy. He lives in Arkansas or something, I think.
Arkansas?
I don't know. Greg over at G&M Design Co. Scott Crabtree over at Crabtree Creative. Dominic, the Crafty Sloth. Oh, wait, hold on. He changed it. Dominic, the Italian Christmas Donkey.
I like it.
I don't think he's changed it in a while. Sean Renshaw over at Native Woodworking. What number Nick am I? I need a power ranking. Nick at NSM Woodcraft. Did we ever give him a number?
Yeah. It's 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
There you go, Nick. 3.5. Chris
It's technically
Lamoureux.
3.14. I rounded up.
Oh, you give him the pie.
It's Pie Nick.
Chris Lamoureux at Homefront Woodworks. Greg Bennett at Windy Acres Works. Nick P. Daniel. Wait. Nick P. Daniel is not the Nebraska boy. Greg Walry is the Nebraska boy. He's at Platte Valley Woodwork.
Okay, just in front of a board right now with a bunch
I'm
of twine.
getting all sorts of like. Greg D'Ambrosia at GTD Woodworks. Damon from BWG Woodworking. Jeremy Claybaugh from J. Claybaugh Woodworking. Alex Adams. Wait.
From Alex Adams.
He just has his name. What's happening?
That's weird. Oh, did we hurt his feelings? Is everything okay?
I don't know. Something feels off.
Because he went in and intentionally reset it, so there was forethought there.
Alex Adams from Type A Furniture.
Alex, let us know in next week's name if you're okay.
John Herbolsheimer from Living Laugh Woodworks. Nick Vreeland from Envy Woodshop. Jared LaPuma at LL Builds Woodworking. Tyler Booth from Temecula Yard Games. Henry Lutens from Manfreda Wood. Sarah with Rosie's Woodshop. El Jefe over at Maker's Way Woodwork. Victor at Whim Designs. Too Tired is Nick Brim Woodworking. Try Again Later is Max Reed at Redesign Co. Max and Alyssa Reed at Redesign Co.
They're all tired after the holidays. They're
Bill
phoning it in.
Burkle at WTB Woodworking. Ed Mancini from Mancini Woodworking. Chris at Chris Will Make. May all your dumpsters stay brightly lit in 2026 is Jimmy over at Trash Panda Woodworks. Justin Bailey at Campfire Woodworks and John Grubb at Grubb Will Make.
I'm sorry, that's not the name that was supposed to be.
I don't know if the person reached out.
Didn't they sign the rental agreement?
Yeah, has he not connected with the winner of his name?
I don't know if we're supposed to coordinate that. Are we?
I don't know.
How much stuff do we have to coordinate here? It's like we organized the thing.
I don't know. I've lost track of everything. So anyways, that's your list. 2026, starting off hot. If you want to help us with the patronage, you can go get signed up at iloveawp.com. I won't even say the other link because you don't need one. Go to iloveawp.com.
Probably a good time to talk about the fact that that renewal is coming up and I don't have it set to auto renew. So I should probably do that, I guess.
I mean, or we could just go back to the Stone Age and let people type it all out.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's really up to you.
Let's renew that.
Is that we're going to make that a company expense now?
That's a company expense, 100%. Yeah, we love AWP.
Normally, I would throw it to Braden so he could talk about the giveaway, but
there's still stuff to talk about.
Throw it, Dan. Toss it lightly to
Braden, let's talk about this thing that apparently you're not looping me in on. Let's go.
Throw it to me as if we were playing a fun game of catchball in the yard.
Braden,
talking about our feelings.
Braden.
So last year we made a special gift to all of our patrons, and we said that we were going to give away something, raffle it off every single month. Technically, Dan said this, and Pete and I made Dan's dreams come true. It's like Make-A-Wish with Dan, but Pete and I do it.
Somebody's got to make the wish come true.
And John Cena, but you can't see him.
Oh, I have the music. I won't play it. It's fine.
Come on,
behave.
Do it. Push the
button.
I'm
trying to behave, but
don't behave.
Name is John Cena.
There it is.
Anyway,
Pete and I, in our ever organized selves,
they don't keep me in the loop. So this is all news to me.
It was stressful. But Dan was dead set that we were going to give away something every single month of 2026. He kept saying it.
Yeah, it's fun to say things.
I'm making an executive decision.
Huh?
We're going to find some balance. Here. We are still going to give away something every single month of 2026 to fulfill Dan's childhood dreams. Now, here's the thing. Here's where we're going to put some rules and regulations and stipulations on it so that Pete and I don't murder you in our sleep. We're standardizing the raffle. we've talked about this. This actually isn't all news. You guys have probably just forgotten. So for 2026, every single month that you are a patron, you get the same number of entries in based on your tier. So VIP patrons get 4 entries, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, just based on what level you are. And every single month, we are going to raffle off a 1-of-1 AWP shirt.
Boom.
And random gift item that we find that makes us giggle.
Okay.
So t-shirts.
As long as it's something.
2026 is the year of t-shirts.
And here's the reason behind this. This isn't purely just as it was too much work. Like it was we have to source these from brands. And sometimes when we reach out to certain brands, that burns the prize opportunity.
Because they know we're going to be coming back in May because we also need to raise money for St. Jude.
Exactly.
And then in December, we're going to, like, we do.
Now that we're running 2 major events a year, we got to bank those brands.
So that we can get you the good stuff in May and in December.
Good. Yeah.
What if
you still get the good stuff?
No, Dan, you don't get to talk.
I'll hear him out.
Not with what ifs.
I'll hear him out to tell him no. Yes, Dan?
Not with what ifs.
What if, like, I happen upon...
No.
Nope. Yeah, see?
No. So that...
Dan,
this is the year of t-shirts.
No, wait. But Dan, he did say 1-of-1 t-shirt and random gift.
So we find something to slap something onto.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's the reason that we're doing this. The AWP Swag and Wagon pack from the St. Jude's raffle that we did in December was like our 4th most popular raffle item, and we never even actually announced what was in it. We just said Swag and Wagon pack.
The blind trust in you guys.
The stuff that we designed that is going to Dear Sweet Nick Brim's shop, it's chaos.
I still think that was rigged.
It's fever dream stuff. Like the designs that we're coming up with for these like t-shirts and shop banners are probably, I'm still giggling about it. I about pissed myself making these designs.
At least what I know in my heart is that Nick will 1000% have all of that up, hanging up, framed, proudly displayed, and we wearing the shirt and a fanny pack to like Menards because he loves us that much somehow still after everything.
So that's it. 2026, year of the t-shirt. 1-of-1. Like we will design your shirt if you win, and then we'll put it in the vault. But unlike Disney, we're not going to pull it out just because we need to make a little extra money by remastering it. Like it will stay 720p the way the Lord intended it on your body.
Boom.
Well, let me just say this, and I get to talk for a second, okay? Because
Yes,
I'm on this podcast too.
Yes, ma'am.
I get brands and companies trying to send me stuff all the time, and I get that. Braden, you see the emails coming in. I get plenty of offers. I'm going to start saying yes to those, and we're going to add them to the prize packs.
As long as they're not too much work for you guys.
No.
Meaning Braden.
No, not no. Yes.
If Dan manages to get it to me and into the box before I ship it,
guys, we're still going to do fun. There's still going to be giveaways every month. You're still going to get something. It's going to be a t-shirt plus possibly an item.
Plus thing.
It's at minimum, you will get a Brunt pencil. Because I've got a few.
But no, I think it's going to be, the stuff that we gave away last year is pretty cool. I think this is going to be a lot of fun though. And that's what I'm shooting. Yeah. 2026 is the year of fun for me.
We're going to turn those sexy listener bodies into big billboards for AWP, baby. It's going to be hot AWP summer. Am I right?
Oh, I can't wait to see at least 5 off the wall t-shirts at the Midwest May Kerr meetup.
Yeah, because it'll be month 5. I get it.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Pete?
I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors this week, our patrons. You guys.
Hey,
We've got no sponsors this
yeah.
week. We didn't lock anyone down for this first week, and I am totally fine with it. It's nice to take a break and enjoy just you guys.
that means
So,
I can say exactly what's coming to my head exactly whenever I want.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is
I
it.
don't have
This
to
is what
watch it.
happens.
I don't have to watch my
You don't
mouth.
have to offend, try not to offend people, but
Yeah,
say
places
stuff that,
or things.
or things. Yeah,
I
But
can
stuff
say I can say what I want.
You can
it's
say
cool that-
anything that you want
This is America.
without question in the realms
Oh, no, this is
of planes,
America.
trains, and automobiles.
Well,
Huh.
guys, it has been. Listen, 2025 was a crazy year. We have been busier than ever. We somehow survived because we're all slammed with stuff. We're constantly behind, it feels like. It felt like 3 years. And we're going to get to goals in a little bit, but whether we hit our goals or not, we got a lot of stuff done last year.
It doesn't feel like it.
Dan, you want to talk about some highlights from last year for you?
Biggest
Or
highlight.
lowlights?
Biggest highlight. Got Nick's tables done. Just in the
I mean,
nick of time.
honestly, yeah, that was end of an era.
Just in the nick of time.
I get it.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Give me that. You guys took my Scrabble joke, so give me that one.
We didn't take it. We just didn't know what was happening to us.
Yeah, I had no words, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know
Dan-
how I feel about 2025.
Dan,
It's
I'd
hard
like
for me to
say
put 2025 into words.
you survived this holiday season. Not
Barely.
as in the hole as you have been in the past, I feel like.
I'm still
pre-
currently trying to dig out of it. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
I will. At one point.
Oh
in the
my
back
god!
half-
I'm looking at an order at the top of my list right now. God, I can't believe I tell you guys this stuff.
Say
because
it.
it's just ammo.
Because then we can tell the fun thing from Nick Brim.
The order at the top of my list is a table on Etsy. It was ordered on October 29th, 2020.
That's last year.
43 days overdue because it's a 30-day lead time.
I had an order that was
73 days ago.
I had an order that was 1 day late shipping out today, and I about had a minor aneurysm.
Oh, man, I
heart
would be
attack.
so happy with that.
So,
Happy with that.
Nick
so I-
Brim, can I tell them the thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Nick Brim messaged us in a group chat earlier today because Dan is never, he doesn't talk about those tires, the wheels and tires that often. This is a daily conversation for us. The wheels and tires come up all the time. Dan's still living that dream.
it's just a bit that I live.
No, it's
with
not.
Now.
No, this is
No, it's not.
literally, this is the
I
light
mean-
of his, at the end of his tunnel.
I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want those, but now
This
it's
is his
it's
white
like a bit
elephant.
that it is.
Or whatever they call it. So Nick Brim messages us and goes, Daniel, I have an idea for you / motivation. I will loan you the money for the wheels and tires. Terms. You pay me back over 24 months, 2 years, right? Your interest rate is the number of overdue orders.
Oh God.
Dan, how many overdue orders do you have right now?
Does it say overdue?
If I sort
15.
by 15%.
15%. Actually, that's
Not-
better than like a
Not
payday
terrible.
loan.
15 overdue
Better
right
than
now,
a
but
payday,
that changes
worse
like
than
daily.
A credit union for sure. But then you
It's
would
it's
hit
cheaper than just putting it on the credit card.
But imagine around the holidays, you
Tomorrow
just
it'll
hitting
be
a 60% interest rate.
I guess
Oh,
yeah.
God.
We
Over the
never
holidays?
never really qualified it with Nick. Is this like a variable rate interest loan,
It would
or is
have
this
to be.
it locks
Has to
in
be.
what it is
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, it has to be.
Tomorrow it's going to be 17.
It literally, but not.
Because
not
there
only
are
we'll do
two
daily,
orders that are
we'll
supposed to
do-
go out today that they're not.
We'll do in the
wait.
first of the month, right?
Man, Nick is going to be able to buy wheels and tires with the interest from Dan's wheels and tires.
Yeah.
But
He's
then,
gonna buy a whole truck.
look what he wrote after that. He said, I'll give you a free monster for anything that goes out early.
Oh yeah,
Now,
for every
my-
early delivery, he'll buy a monster.
I didn't write this, but I was thinking this. My counter offer to that would be, how about you take the money you'd spend on that monster and you apply it to the principal of my loan. Interest free, of course. Straight to the principal.
Okay. There's
Wait.
that.
When you'd want interest on the money that's going towards the principal, because then it'd be more when he applied it, right?
No.
Also, how would interest work on a monster? Like, what's 1.2 monster?
Instead of paying the $2.50 for the monster,
Mhm,
if he gets it in bulk, he probably doesn't.
Oh, I thought he was just pouring out monsters like into a tub or something like that. Like,
Talk about motivation.
No, I will not be taking the deal. I'm pretty sure he meant that as to be funny.
I don't think so. I think she
showed
would
it to
do
Kale and she goes, I will kill you.
Yeah, but you'd be dead with wheels and tires.
Can I take him with me?
According to some Egyptian
bury the truck with me.
Religion.
Bury me in the truck.
I want one of those African weddings where they dance in suits with my coffin the whole time. They just jump around.
Who's Mike Coffin?
He's the old host of Shop Sounds.
I do have something that Dan accomplished that
There's
it's
several
funny.
things that Dan accomplished.
It's funny because we're talking about how
My
behind
brain
he
is a blur.
Dan quit drinking.
Dan quit drinking,
Huge for the year.
and around that, like the later part of that,
I quit drinking heavily
March.
in October of
the year before.
2024.
Yes, but you kept it going the whole year.
I kept it going all of 2025 and to this day.
And at one point in the back half of last year, Dan actually was at a point where he had 0 pending orders on it.
There was.
There was a moment, and then we went to MayKer Camp, and then that person ordered that table that you just talked about, and
Yeah, I think that might be it.
that was the next day. And it's been all downhill since.
Yeah.
I guess since we're talking about achievements, we might as well just read off the
Let's go.
2025 goals. We'll talk about the achievements that we actually had.
Because I hit a pretty big achievement.
Dan,
a
you
pretty
hit
big goal.
several. We all, I think, had a really great year this year. So
I hit a pretty big goal. I remember I made this goal and I hit it.
here, I don't have a jingle for this, but for New Year's resolutions, which also
Hey, rest in peace.
Rest
that
in
guy
peace.
died.
He passed
Yeah.
last week. So
I can't remember his name, but yeah, he passed.
Sheet guy from Wire. So I have Dan's resolutions. Like we were joking around about it in the pre-show. And he's like you remember, I'm like, I have them dating back to 2023, if not longer. Honestly, if I did the research somewhere in my notes, I have it. But last year, Dan's resolutions were
Goals.
Goals. Build a storage shed. Having my products in more places, including physically in stores. And then the last one is don't die / health kick.
I didn't die.
Dan didn't die.
Boom.
He went on a bit of a health kick there for a bit. He definitely offset Thanksgiving.
The no drinking thing is kind of a
No
health kick,
drinking is, well, the monster's really.
Well, that's Braden's fault. So,
But yeah, so
Don't you put your evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
the storage shed didn't happen, unfortunately.
2026.
Well, no, hey, he built the storage shed in his heart.
Stored
And somehow I'm still alive?
and stored what? Bad cholesterol in it.
Still alive, damn it.
You've got your products in WTB woodworking, right? So that's
Yep.
pretty awesome.
Physical location.
You literally hit that goal. What's funny
Yeah,
is Dan sets these random goals and then hits them every year, and then we don't at all. Braden,
Yeah, you gotta know how to do it. See, you gotta listen to me more.
Just ambiguous enough that anything is accomplishing the goal.
yeah. But what other big things did Dan do? Braden, you had something.
Well, which one?
Well, I don't know. You were saying
You were
Dan did
talking
some
like
big-
you
Oh
had-
no, it was he hit 0 pending orders on Etsy.
At one
That's
point.
huge.
I forgot
to me.
about that.
At
Yeah,
one point,
I forgot about
he
that.
he
did
had
hit that.
0 pending orders, and that considering
That's both
Late-
good and bad when you think about it.
You designed, I want to say
It's-
2, if not 3 new tables last
Did I?
year.
you started one internet beef.
Just one?
I didn't start that.
No, she started that.
First of all,
You
started
finished it. You finished one internet beef.
Yeah.
I finished that one.
Yeah.
And that still burns me. Like, it still pisses me off.
It's still pinned in your messages.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's pinned in my messages, so I don't forget.
It's the
And
hate
so I can
fire.
find it.
The hate fire carries you forward.
I know you've seen it. Obviously, I knew you've seen it, and it's there for a reason. Don't piss me off, because I will hold a grudge for like years. Yeah, that whole incident hurt a lot financially.
It hit you pretty hard. That's when, amazing people like Nick Brim stepped up to help you with orders.
And I appreciate him.
And then you
so much.
Finally delivered.
That incident, if I'm comparing this year to last year, that incident cost me about $30,000 in sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wheels and tires and like a quarter of a new truck.
That's how much my revenue dropped.
So not your incompetence the rest of the year. That one event.
It could have been my incompetence. It could have been the economy. It could have been a lot of things. But
I will say the
coincidence and the timing was just all there. And it's like,
you did also have one amazing thing the year before that. One incredible thing, one sexy thing in a pair of jeans or jorts, a Sutton to help you out.
I did.
The year before that. So that throws off.
Wasn't it early last year? Like,
he was there for the holidays for you.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was early last year. It was early this year, or not this year, but early 2025.
Yeah.
That
right as your holiday orders were tapering off, but he was able to.
I stole them back.
Leave earlier because you didn't need him as much because you were actually caught up going into January.
Yeah.
Right.
He was also in the truck when you got the call from your internet beef person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So around that time frame.
Yeah.
And then I needed him, so I stole him back.
Oh, beef person. And now look at him spraying foam.
That still really pisses me off.
And that person hasn't designed one single new table all year.
No, they're just pumping out the same stuff.
Oh, that one design is so great.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Generic, am I right?
Yeah.
Well,
you really took the wind out of my sails there. I don't like thinking about that.
But
what else did you accomplish?
It was an okay year. I'm not dead like we talked about.
Not dead.
I still got a roof over my head. Everything's still good.
Truck.
Still driving a truck.
You got a new dog.
Oh yeah.
You drove to New Jersey and survived.
I did that.
Yeah. You got an AMS.
Had to go through Ohio, which is not fun.
Like kind of the same thing as dying.
Actually, you know how much I hate Ohio?
How much, Dan?
I hate Ohio. I hate driving through Ohio. Guess what? That person I had a beef with, guess where they live?
Indiana.
Anyway.
You got to meet several patrons, or at least one patron, in person with delivered product.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the chairs. That was fun, actually. My daughter and I actually enjoyed that trip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Big
shout out to Jared LaPuma for letting us crash at his place.
I feel bad because I rip on Dan a lot anytime he really falls back behind on like an important order. And I just ride him for that the whole time. But then it's like the bit, like Dan's bit is like, it's not finished. And my bit is like, well, I got to ride Dan for it. And then eventually it's just spousal abuse. So like, people are worried like, yo, is Pete really mad at Dan? Like, no, like I love Dan. I wish I could be there to help him out.
What was it, last night or the night before? I was all proud and I shared like a thing that I've been kind of piddling with in my shop. And Pete goes, hey, that's great. Is that other thing done?
But then what did I do? I did level with you. That was a pretty cool design. So
yeah, and then you demanded he name it after
you. That's the puzzles.
Yeah, the puzzle.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It just, I was like, there's got to be a way to do this.
Glue it
I saw it on Pinterest and I'm like, that's
easy, glue it before wood movement.
It's like that meme. I got to find a way to make money off this thing.
Gotta be way to
gotta find the idea is too good.
I think there's a way.
Well, I'm going to jump in next then. We'll do a sandwich. We usually do Dan, Braden, and I'll go last. So we'll sandwich because I'm the bigger failure. I'll be the filling guys. So for me, my goals for last year, for 2025, were expand a 3D printing business, 1 post a week average on IG and TikTok, 5, what is it, YoTube videos, whatever those are, 5 videos, 100 unique listings on Etsy, and go to 6 events plus 1 trip to Omaha if applicable. I think I kind of smashed them into one. Can we count those? Can we figure out if...
No, I have a question about those goals real quick, because I asked you this in the post pre-show show.
Yeah.
The 100 unique listings, is that what you want overall, or did you want to add 100?
I wanted to hit 100 unique listings, which right now I'm at 82 unique listings.
And that's non-variants included.
Yeah, that's not counting all the variations of the items. It's each thing is a separate item.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because I don't have double. We've talked about like having multiple listings of the same one, slightly different names, photos, all that stuff. No, these are all unique listings. I have 82. So not enough, right? So I didn't hit that goal. A little bummed about it.
Okay. But you're not far off, is what I'm trying to get at.
Not too far off, but the thing is, I didn't add as many.
Did you add? How much did you add last year?
Well, you used to always say ABL, always be listing.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, per se.
He NBL'd? Never be listings?
I
sometimes be listing.
Occasionally I have removed some listings.
He OBL'd, occasionally be listed.
This year, I think I maybe only added a few, if any. Honestly, because our focus really changed, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the 6 events. So we did Workbench Con, right?
What's this Wii stuff? You got a turd in your pocket?
Me and Braden did Workbench Con.
with Super Sweet.
Huh?
Super Sweet?
Yeah, we had a Super Sweet.
Oh,
you, me, Jeff, and
was Morgan in it? Morgan was
Justin.
in Justin? Wait, what?
Justin Bailey was in your room?
Oh, that yes, yeah. Sorry, I was confused, much confused. So we did Workbench Con. We did the MayKer meetup,
which was also a trip to Omaha.
And these are, I guess, my events. I did the speaking of Justin, but different. Justin maybe the Philadelphia meetup that they do, so I'll count that as a half an event.
The Maybe Baby Bar Crawl.
Yeah, the Maybe Baby Bar Crawl. Then there was...
You did the Austin
for
the steam bending. Yeah, there's the
I guess
Midwest
from May
MayKer
to
meetup.
July, there was nothing. So yeah, the steam bending. Then we went to Texas again for Austin. For, what is it? Texas Woodworking Festival.
It's in the name.
Then we did MayKer Camp.
No, we already talked about MayKer Camp.
MayKer Camp. And...
You went to the WTB
Woodworking Grand, not Grand, 1 year anniversary. And then if we
don't.
want to count, I feel like there's like another event in there. Oh, I went to the Piney Festival. I didn't get to go to Open Sauce. That was the only other convention that I wanted to go to. It's a kind of a techie YouTuber convention. I didn't get to do that. But I did 8, I guess.
8?
That's pretty awesome.
I'm not dealing with this like half thing. My joints don't bend like that.
And guys, honestly, all I can say is that I will not do that again. That was too much, and honestly, too many between July and like November. Way too many events. Don't do it. Spread it out if you can. Go to 4 or 5 tops.
And now we're gonna have to decide too, because now there's that new DIY con.
I saw it. It's November 6th and 7th.
Yeah,
bro.
And what is with every single? And then there's also the main event too that we've talked about. Why is every single event in like 3 months in the fall?
And
Why?
The main event is
that's when the weather is perfect.
Stop it.
Here's the other thing.
Don't come over to May, but stop it.
I only have one event where I have to travel a distance to that isn't a flight, like travel, like drive or something. And the main event, I think it's 45 minutes away from the Portland airport, Portland, Maine. So it's like you get there, you rent a car, you drive to your spot and whatever. So it's one of those like MayKer camp events, where wherever you fly in, you still got to rent a car, you got to still travel after you've traveled. And I'm not about that.
But lobster rolls.
Oh, and the woodworking festival. I went, not the woodworking festival, the woodworking shows. We did that last year too. 9 events.
I've never been to Maine, and I would love to go. The main event, hit me up.
When I staffed travel nurses, I would do an annual event in Portland, Maine, and it was by far my favorite event of the year.
Is that where you got the gumbo recipe?
No, that's pre this.
He got that from Louisiana, obviously.
Maine has the best gumbo.
You have 4% grasp on the gumbo joke, and you're trying to horn it. You have no idea what you're holding, but you're trying to stick it places.
It's a turd.
This is a pre-Dan, Braden, and Pete level joke. That's how far back that one is.
I know. I'm trying to bring back some old history here, but
I was just saying I saw it pop up. That sounded weird out of context, didn't it?
Everyone ask Braden about gumbo. He's got a great recipe.
I make good soups. I love soups. It's literally the only thing that I
gumbo a soup?
Tolerate.
It's a stew.
It's a sandwich.
It's soup stew adjacent.
Gumbo's a sandwich if you try hard enough.
Soups and stews and chilies are literally the only thing that come even close to letting me be like, cold weather's not the worst thing that's ever happened.
Soups and stews are just great.
But
soups and stews may break your bones, but
if I had an opportunity to get rid of all cold weather and all winter, and I had to eat soups and stews in the hot weather, I would do it without question.
Boy.
Anyway, Pete, back to your stuff.
So let me jump through my list. So expand the 3D printing business. Ironically, we are getting ready to physically expand the 3D printing space because that room has become a dumping ground for everything, to the point where like there's been printers sitting on the workbench that we use for packing orders, and we have like a 1 foot by 2 foot section to actually pack stuff on, and it's getting out of control there.
When I stayed with Pete, he made me sleep in that room on his work table.
Yep. Yeah.
Crouched up on the little thing like Michael Scott at the end of the bed.
It's
you told us that your back has never been better.
I mean, it was okay.
3D printed into alignment.
I actually expanded my 3D print because I actually started listing stuff. You reminded me. I sell 2 different items.
That's right. Yeah, you do 3D printing stuff too now. You got a laser in your
I might have to get a second 3D printer.
I think that's actually when you added all your inventory stuff back there too this last year.
Oh yeah, I did that too. Yeah,
there you go, Dan. See, you've done a lot.
I have inventory now.
But we're physically expanding the business. The business has been coasting quite nicely. We've worked on some projects, but I'm kind of looking to jump back into some 3D printed stuff or
Braden
3D design stuff. And as far as the posts on average, I did actually get kind of close, but not super close to the 52, I guess, posts on there. I had some high post months and low post months, and the thing that really motivated me, and this is really odd, was money. When Instagram actually had a Reels bonus, or actually Facebook had a Reels bonus, it was like, let me go edit all this content. Because we've just been so busy with everything, it's kind of hard to sit down and edit this stuff lately. But we'll see. We're going to try to hit that same goal for this next year. And the 5 YouTube videos, I think that's, again, just something that I keep getting into my own head. I keep thinking it has to be perfect and not done. And that's kind of the problem. So a lot of people can probably relate to that. And we're just going to keep making listings. So we'll see. I didn't hit those goals, but what I learned this year is I've learned to schedule rest a little better. I put my phone, you guys know sometimes like you'll be messaging and I don't respond for hours. I put my phone.
You don't like me.
No, I just put my phone face down or put it in my pocket or away. And I just try to enjoy life. I've got this one amazing time of my life with my kid right now, and I'm trying to unapologetically enjoy that.
You can have a second kid.
I know, and and we'll get the second one right. This one's already crazy.
Yeah,
she's crazy. But the thing was, and let me talk about this seriously a little bit, because even though I got like daddy leave the year before, and I was trying to get in a shop, but every time I'd be in a shop, I'd feel guilty. And every time I was with them, I felt guilty that I wasn't in a shop. And then when I was in a shop, I'm guilty that I'm not with them. And I really did not have a productive like year. I just kept constantly being distracted with either the business or the family. And I just decided to literally divide it on a schedule, or tell myself like, hey, I'm going to hang out for the next 3 hours after work. Like the business doesn't exist until 8 o'clock when the baby goes to sleep. So since I started doing that around, I want to say around September or October, my life has been a reset. I feel way better. I'm still busy, but it's busy because I have less hours to work on certain things, but those hours were more productive, which is really nice. So I'd say all in all, I had a pretty good year. Financially, we're awesome. Cars still getting paid for by the business. A bunch of, internet, other expenses are still getting paid for by the business. That it made money that my accountant doesn't think I'm a waste of her time. So it's always a good sign. And, as far as my goals, we'll talk, I guess, goals a little later, but I'm probably going to try to shoot for the same stuff this year, but I actually achieve them or double it and pass it to the same guy, right? Now, Brady Bunch, what about you? You had some big goals too. I got 3.
No. He had big gulps.
He had big gulps. First big gulp was 3 YouTube videos. Second gulp was 6 new 3D printed products. Then it was bi-weekly file or product uploads. So about 26 a year. Very nice. And then this is a weird one. I didn't know you wanted to do this. This is exciting. A full-size arcade cabinet build.
Yeah, I don't know if you accidentally put down somebody else's goals, because none of that stuff sounds like me.
That's also Screaming Sutton.
I came in real hot with the files being uploaded.
You did.
I remember in the first couple of weeks you were like,
I was good for 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least a quarter, if not more. You were going hot.
Yeah,
I was like worried. I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna keep up with this guy.
No. I did okay, and then I stopped. What was it for 3D printed files?
6 new 3D printed products.
Okay, I've got 3 that
Nice.
I put out. So
3 new 6D printed products.
yeah, something like that. So I achieved half of my 3D printing goal.
Mhm.
I did learn a decent amount about 3D modeling last year. So
You guys both did actually.
Dan actually is, like many things, a savant at it. So
Another word for autism.
I can just count like toothpicks really fast.
yeah.
3,784.
I actually did design. I probably accomplished my goal. I just didn't have files to list, but I did 3D design and print a number of things. So I only achieved half that goal, but the real 3D printed or 3D design things are the friends that you make along the way. Okay, got
It
it.
never gets old.
New year, new us.
You did have some big orders that came through. I remember you had some bulk orders that you were knocking out.
I had some pretty solid
Yeah.
corporate orders. And then I also did, of those digital files, I'm looking right now, 4 of my top 5 best-selling products on Etsy were all digital files. So
Boom.
I made a not zero amount of dollars off of digital files
Dope.
this year. Worked out pretty well. And then the 3D or the arcade cabinet, it continues to elude me. I do have all the hardware for it.
I do like that you put that on there because we do need like a me project, right? Like that was for you.
And that was always the goal. And I've come to find this, and I think you guys probably do the same thing because I watch you do it. I tend to back burner me stuff for other people's stuff.
That's true. I do the same thing.
All the time.
Wait,
I
that
back burner me stuff to pay the bills.
actually started to jump back to my stuff, I forgot something. I'm gonna pull a Dan. I remembered something. We converted our little trailer into a camper and literally camped in it like 6 times. And we haven't gone camping in probably 5 years. So that was awesome. That's this fun. Year I just need to do all the finishing on it and like just keep camping. So I'm stoked for that. But
I remember what happened. I was doing really good at uploading digital files Q1, and then in March I left my day job and started a new day job.
Right. You started caring about something
in a completely different industry, doing something completely different with a startup that I helped build from the ground up, and it took up a couple seconds of my time.
And they granted your wish. Something to care about.
That's right.
Spray foam genie.
Well, I don't know about that. It's still a job, but yeah, that was about the time that everything got kind of derailed for me. Was I completely changed industries after like 8 years.
Also,
don't ever do that. It's a nightmare.
And again, this is I legitimately don't know like if Braden's making more money, less money with this, whatever it is. But all I know is that if sometimes you change a job or you go to a job or you get a pay bump or you do in a different role, and maybe the side hustle part of it doesn't matter anymore. Like now you're just in it for the making again. So I don't know if maybe it was something like that as well. But sometimes if you go to a different job and you make more money, like you don't need side hustle anymore. Just do it for fun again. This is for everyone, kind of, not just you.
I'm definitely not. I needed a change. Like my old day job I'd done it for too long, and I did it through COVID. I was in healthcare through COVID. I needed some. I was just angry all the time. I didn't want to do in my job, like not in general, but I wasn't passionate about it, and I just need something different. So that's what that was. I'm definitely not making more money yet. Downside to sales is you're never making money at the beginning, but yeah, I started doing that, and then I started towards the end of last year. Dan and we talked about this a couple of times. I just kind of started realizing that maybe I liked making money from woodworking, but I'm not going as gung-ho at like, oh, I'm going to quit my job and go full-time doing this. And maybe I should find a way to be more happy doing it, like just for the sake of doing it. So I don't know. It was an interesting year, but yeah, when I made those goals and the things that happened later on in the year, definitely 2 different people.
Mm-hmm.
Double them and pass them to the next guy.
And that reminds me, like several years ago, when we still had our other co-host, I made mention of the fact that I don't like to make goals because you just never know how the year is going to play out. You know, things can take a left turn.
2023 goals recap. Dan, I don't make goals, but I want to grow on my Etsy shop and focus a little more into flat packing and break down furniture, bringing on a full-time employee, and perhaps expanding into a new space somewhere. You achieved at least half of that.
Well, I don't make flat pack furniture because I quickly learned that I can't trust people to put stuff together. I don't have the bandwidth to...
You didn't miss that goal. The humanity missed it for you.
Yeah, but I am selling furniture.
And you brought someone on at some point that you did. That was a good year because of it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, goals are kind of I don't know. It's okay to have a goal, but like I wouldn't beat yourself up for not hitting the goals just because, you know, life can throw a curveball and you got to pivot. So
it's fun to give damned. It's fun to give you shit, but I do think you're right. And I think that's kind of the hard part about New Year's resolutions versus somebody timestamp that. I think that's kind of the difference between like goals and New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions imply that you're going to do it for the full year, whereas a goal is just hey, at this point in time, this is what I want to grow in. And that goals can change all the time. Mm-hmm. Just like you said.
They're ever evolving.
Damn it, I hate it when Dan is technically right at an existential type of level.
I've been around the block. I know some stuff.
Yeah, around the blocks in Council Bluffs where you pick up your crack cocaine?
No, it's meth.
Oh, I'm sorry, your meth cocaine?
Get it right.
Good
what about the podcast, Pete? The podcast had some goals.
The podcast had some goals, and guys, we killed it. The podcast killed it. So giveaway every month. Boom, baby. We did that. 4 patron calls, so quarterly calls. We definitely did that. I don't know about the quarterly part, but we did
4 calls.
We did 4 quarterly calls in Q4.
Lock down some long-term sponsors. I mean, we've had WTB Woodworking now for a year and a half, and we got that basically like 6-month or 4-month, 5-month, whatever it was with Gorilla Glue. We've been working long-term, whatever it was, long-term with Onefinity. So like we locked that down. And then one MayKer meetup hosted by AWP. Not only did we host a MayKer meetup, we hosted the world's biggest, by just amount of fun, pizza party ever / Stone's birthday at MayKer Camp.
Oh yeah.
So just saying. Boom.
So two MayKer meetups.
Technically, that's a MayKer. I mean, there was makers that we brought together at a certain spot. So yeah.
Which also means that Pete, you went to 9 events this year. Ooh. The pizza party was a
the numbers are going up. Stonks. Am I right?
Stonks.
Plus, guys, we did something. I'm gonna get real close here. We did something incredible this year. We
formed a thruple legally.
Quadruple even, because someone else got involved. We turned more heads at MayKer Camp than Jimmy DeResta. We all dressed up in just the sexiest outfits. Just some nice, well-fitting jeans. We had some black turtlenecks on, gold chains, some shades.
Platinum chains,
I'm sorry. Yeah. And we turned head like to a point where everyone was I love this hearing the stories now of other makers that were around that were people were going up to them like, is this like something we should know about, or like what's happening here? Like, is this a thing? And we walked around after the photo shoot with Mark Adams, and it was incredible. And if you're watching the video, I have if you haven't seen, if this is the first episode you're watching on YouTube, look at this photo. Look at this. Look at that beauty. Oh, gosh darn it. We just looked so good. It's just like a bunch of who's that guy? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, right? Johnston. We did the car, guys. Ooh, yeah.
We single-handedly probably bought summer homes for several chiropractors because of the necks we broke.
We dropped so many panties that night. Am I right?
Well, yeah. I don't juggle panties well, so.
But that was honestly
hard to juggle.
Probably one of the most ridiculous and fun,
iconic,
crazy.
It was iconic.
And this
you realize now, people are going to expect us to do stuff like that, and we're going to have to outdo ourselves every year.
Damn it!
No.
By
the way, this was originally because we would go to events constantly and never have there was several events where we didn't even have a photo together. With all of us together, and we were like, we don't have photos to use for like posting when we're trying to host for other events or whatever. And then we're like, guys, this time around, you're coming to Jersey, we're doing a photo shoot, and then we're like, hey, what if it's a 90s like JCPenney photo shoot?
What if we immediately make it not usable for anything that we need?
Only supposed to be like in the house for us to do. And then we were like, what if just Mark Adams does it? It just worked out so well. So good.
We were originally supposed to go to a JCPenney's the day before we drove up.
I didn't realize that you guys I thought we were just going to have Dan do it at the house.
No, I wanted to go to JCPenney's. I still want to go to JCPenney's. I think next year we should go to JCPenney's.
We'll see what we can do.
I mean, we can get more underwear so I can practice my juggling.
After JCPenney's, we can go to that all-you-can-eat sushi place that we found on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll see what we can do. All right. Well, guys, with that, do you want to go over your goals for this year?
Oh, I do. I remembered something. It's not on my goal thing, but I'm tying into the fact that Dan had health kick on his goals. I lost 65 pounds last year.
You freaking killed it, dude. You're 199 right now, right?
I am officially under 200 for the first time
that
since
is incredible, dude. That is
And all of it out
golf
of my
clap.
right ass cheek. So I'm super
confirm.
excited.
Can't confirm.
Is it bad for your back?
He looks weird when he's
That'd
walking.
be bad for your back. So, I'm proud of you, man. That's actually.
I'm gonna go for 150. I want to fight.
I'm gonna say this in
in
you
his
don't
weight
want to do
class.
150. You would literally
I
fall
want
over.
I want to fight Barnett in his weight class.
I'm gonna say this. Excuse me. I'm gonna say this in a way that I definitely haven't had a dream about kissing you in Hawaii. So, but you look amazing.
Dan's definitely.
Is there more to that?
Wait, no. Dan's definitely had dreams, something about kissing us or whatever. There was definitely a dream you had. Okay.
That was the joke. Don't remember my joke.
Weird.
Not lately. I don't think.
Fair enough.
Metaphorically, maybe.
Metaphorically. All right. So, guys, do you have some goals for this year that you'd like to hit? And think about the last year. Think about realistic stuff that you've actually been able to achieve. You know, I'd still would love to see Dan with an employee, a part-time employee or something. Braden, I'd love for you to be able to play arcade games. You know, I'd love to lose some weight myself. Like, what are some? Here, why don't I start first while you guys think? Because even though I asked you to think about it last
I'm good.
Dan, you got it?
Yeah.
Dan, what are
always
your
ready to go.
goals? Boom, go.
Definitely want to make that shed or lean-to or whatever a possibility. Not a possibility, a reality. Because I absolutely need it. I need to get all the yard tools out of my shop.
Shed or external storage. Boom.
Something to put things that shouldn't be in my wood shop that's actually a garage, but it's a wood shop, damn it, into that thing.
Steal neighbor's garage code. Got it.
And I mentioned, I started selling 3D printed products. I'd like to do more of that. It's actually fun. It's pretty fun. And like Braden mentioned, I taught myself how to 3D model a little bit. I'm not really proficient at it, but I'm good enough to get by, I think. I'd like to get better at that. And I have all the tools. I just need to make the time to make it happen. I would like to do better on Etsy, and not like do better financially, but I'd like to have a better turnaround, and so you guys don't have anything to make fun of me for. I'd like to do better. You know what I mean? That's hard.
Do better.
Do better.
And in parentheses on Etsy.
And something that I didn't mention, I think last year, 2025, was the year that I got a website, right? Did
Shopify.
I get
Yeah, that was you.
Oh, that's right,
You started
yeah.
doing e-commerce.
So yeah, I've seen a good amount of sales through there. Obviously, it's nowhere near as much as I do on Etsy, but like I'd like to build that a little bit more. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to do better at responding and getting orders out over there. So yeah, overall, I just want to do better. I know that's so
Do gooder, Dan.
I know that's so broad, but like there's so many areas that I could do better at. And I need help.
Yeah, and honestly, I will say this: call to action to the community. Like, if someone is in the area of Dan, and if someone knows of anyone looking for some extra work,
Maybe in the summer.
maybe in
Yeah.
even right now, I feel like to catch you up, man. But definitely in the summer.
I don't know if I have the money to pay
young, strappy
somebody right now.
teenager, that is like actually has a good head on his shoulders, looking to learn and pick up some extra work. I think, Dan, you could really use some help. To imagine hitting September with 0 orders in your queue, but because you're caught up once, and then we started a podcast. So
Yeah. We'll see.
Braden,
We'll see.
I would like to, for the first time, make it a goal that I build an arcade cabinet.
okay.
This is new. I've never heard of this
This
before.
is the first time that I've ever brought this up.
This is whatever like made you want to do that? Like
just came from the top of my noggin, and I was just like, you know what, that'd be neat just to try something new.
huh.
I have the electronics. I have the files. Not those
They're
files,
in
but
the
I have
computer.
the files. They're in the computer. And it's starting to feel like a Dan thing. Like, it's starting to feel like the bit that I don't.
My
feel great
life
about.
feels like a one giant bit.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you
Downcut
guys
bit.
to help hold me slightly more accountable.
Okay.
Because I think I need it at this point. I
Okay.
back burner too much stuff. I back burner this one specific project because something else comes up that's a project that for somebody else, or it's orders, things like that. So I would like you guys to privately, not on the podcast, but privately help hold me accountable.
No. You guys hold me accountable
No.
publicly on the podcast.
Live
so
in
you're
action.
getting the same treatment.
You're
Okay,
getting held
well,
accountable.
I will have them built by
Actively
next
during a
Wednesday
podcast.
at this rate. I would like to get back into being more deliberate with my content creation because this last year it was kind of like I put out content, but I'd like to have more of a plan.
I feel like we did good deliberately pissing people off.
We did fantastic. We are
Okay, guys, it's
8,000
one reel.
plays.
Do it 52 more times.
I'd like some more of that.
And I'm glad that reel is performing well, but you got it that all year that.
No. Okay, so here's the thing.
You can ride those
If you-
coattails for a couple months.
Yes, you can.
We like talking about that reel because that one skyrocketed. We are 8,000 away from 2 million.
It didn't get us any
plays.
extra followers.
It didn't get us anything.
day
It's just
and age,
it's just fun that it's still alive. But Dan's content and my content both fairly consistently actually did perform very well.
Yeah, you guys
mean,
did good.
Dan has several reels that are in six figures fairly regularly. We definitely hit
It's because I'm
3, 4,
pretty.
5 figures almost. It was almost
this-
shocking if it didn't hit 5
Look at this
figures.
pretty
Wait.
face.
Does Dan have any YouTube goals for this year?
No. I'm going to be realistic.
I need
you-
one YouTube
You
video.
need
out
at
of you
least
this
one
year.
YouTube video.
I need one YouTube video out of this year. It's a contractual
least-
obligation from last year.
Wait, I'll do this.
Oh, yeah.
At least
Yikes.
2 YouTube.
Braden, why you got to bring me down? Forgot all about
because-
that.
Because
Dan,
I
at
have a
least 2 YouTube
half-finished
videos.
project in my house.
I went and bought walnut. every time I go buy wood, now I'm like, oh, it's not done yet. Quit
It's time.
asking.
Dan, it's time. That
Soon.
in your physical sales location, those two things are now your Nick Brim tables.
Now, Braden, do you want to do some YouTube this year?
Do you want to do some tube you?
I don't.
Tube you?
I'd like to, but I don't think I'm going to make it a goal because I think I've
Surprise
just
and
come.
delight. Surprise and delight. I like it.
Yeah, I
One
might
of those
try it.
left turn things.
But I've kind of found that there's some other things that I enjoy more that I'd rather focus on. Dan is my test pony for brand management.
Like
Has been fun.
Genuine's pony?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd like to try and put some work into possibly expanding that
Oh.
because so far it's done okay. I don't know if anybody
Continue
else
to
would
be
give
your-
you the
your
full
pony?
creative control that Dan does, but
Dan just has nothing to lose.
sure. But I think I'd like to get a little bit more deliberate with how I'm interacting with brands again. Because that was fun. And I think that's
We're off to a good start.
that's kind of where I want to be.
So your goals then are build arcade cabinet, more deliberate
Yes.
with content creation. What else? They have like firm.
Let's
Take
say
over-
be
Minor
deliberate
goals?
with content creation and brands.
Take over Daniel Dunlap Woodwork so Dan can retire on a beach.
I want to make it to where if Dan suddenly just like
No, this we're talking about you, not Dan. We're talking
I'm
about
making it a
you.
goal to
What
where
are your
I set up.
goals?
My goal is to set up my control over Daniel Dunlap Woodworks to where I can weekend at Bernie's him. Is that a goal?
So more deliberate with marketing company
I would like
starting
I
without
would
a
like
name
to
yet.
yeah, I would like to grow in helping manage
Or
other
brand deals. Like
makers and their
got
brand
it.
deals.
got more aggressive with brand deals. I like it.
Yeah.
Any other like number specific things you're trying to hit?
7.
You already lost the weight. You look great. So that's good. One more kid. One
Nope.
more dog. A cat.
God no. Nope.
One
Super
more
allergic to cats. The
TV
parts that I need to have in our kid aren't hooked up.
Adoption.
I thought about that, but I mean, in this economy with tariffs on kids coming from China, I mean, come on.
Would you have to pay tariffs on it? Never
I'd
thought of that.
assume maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Damn it.
Number wise, no, I don't think I'm not going to stick any numbers on things.
See, I'm numbers driven. Like I don't want to look. I haven't like added up my numbers financially for the year, and I'm kind of trying to like. I would love to like beat the goal financially this year, or or whatever.
But see, last year financially, was actually a down year. It was almost flat.
Yeah, for me it was I coasted this year, so it was not again like everything got paid for. I had money for material and money for payments, but like didn't make bank this year.
I'll tell you what. I would like to
Ooh.
make a connection, make a relationship, and build furniture for at least 3 interior designers this year.
Whoa.
Ooh.
3 separate interior design projects. Let's say that. It doesn't have to be different interior designers, but 3 interior designer connected projects.
Okay. Is one of those going to be an arcade place?
Nope. It is unrelated to my arcade cabinet. My arcade cabinet is in no way allowed to affect that.
3 interior design projects. Are they all for other people or can they be for you as well?
Other people.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
For money.
Yeah. Money or some sort of consideration, but outside my
Specify
home.
that in here. Cool.
I'll consider this a good project.
I want somebody to make me an offer I can't refuse.
I consider it a favor to me.
I like it. All right.
How about you, Pete? What the hell are you going to do this year?
I'm just going to throw straight numbers here. All right.
17.
Wow.
Last year I wanted 5 YouTube videos. Pfft, nah, screw that. 6 YouTube videos.
Oh.
It's no way I can double it. Let's start easy. Come on. But let's try to bump it up. If I am going to start doing this, I need to like at least if I can hit 6, that'd be amazing. Come on, let's get established.
All right.
Not
You've inspired
100.
me. Throw one YouTube video on my list.
One YouTube video. Let's go, baby.
Just throw it in the pot. Throw it on red. There you
Bro,
go.
it's like this is the telefond all over again.
We're making a gold stew. Throw it in the pot.
Last year was 100 unique listings. Well, now I have to pay the toll. 125 unique listings on Etsy and my website. Boom. The IG posts, I'm just going to do a clear 50 posts. I just need 50 unique posts, not reposts, whatever, that are going to go up on the feed. My goal weight, I'm not going to say get in shape. $190.
$190.
22 pounds down. That's what I want to. That's my goal. I'm 212 right now. I've been at 212 for over a year, or like floating. Depends on how much I eat and how big the poop. But like 212 is the kind of been the middle.
You just need to lose like 6 or 7 pounds.
6, 7.
When is that joke gonna die?
Never.
Hopefully
It'll go forever. 369, baby.
And I want to. So the goal weight of 190. If I'm $190, dude, I would feel incredible. Like I would feel so good. I would finally fit into all of my large brunt shirts without having to, squeak into them.
Nothing makes you feel worse than having to buy 2X after you've
Yeah. You know how embarrassing it was to
XL
mess
for a
Brunt
while.
and be like, yo, can we make that XLs going forward? And they're like, bet.
Yikes.
I want to finish the camper, and I mean finished, like fully finished out.
Rim
Like
and
Mortal
tires.
Kombat
Painted.
style. Finish it.
No, I want to like, for
Put some
me,
spinners
finished
on it.
is, well, I will actually get to that, Dan. So for for me, finished is painted, the interior sealed, painted, all that stuff ready to go, and I can use it daily. And then I want to start looking at like, maybe we replace the suspension, maybe we get some off-road tires. And even Emma one day was like, oh, are we going to have that one of those? Because we went to MayKer camp and it was like an off-roady one. I think their whole thing was lined with truck bed liner. So it's like really rugged looking. She's like, ooh, are we going to have those tires? And I'm like, we can if you want to. But then I got to call up a place and be like, can I have 3? Yeah, just 3. I know. Can I have 3? Yes, 3. Yes, I'll hold. I'll be that guy.
Do you
want to buy in bulk? Do you want to buy 7 tires? And
I'm all verklempt over like
overclipped?
even thinking Kayla going, can we have tires like that? I'd be like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to catch my breath.
If I wasn't already pulling into the parking lot, I would have had to pull over.
She'd probably have time to say things like that to you if you were caught up on Etsy orders, Dan.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And aside from that, my last thing is go to one new event, one new MayKer event. And honestly, if anything, go to less events, a little less travel this year.
Less events, but go to one new one.
Yeah. So it'll probably equal out to the same amount, but just too many events last year. And mainly it was just too many events between July and October. It's just all of them were in that one time of the year. So
the good news is there's a new one right in there.
I really would like to still go to Open Sauce this year. You know, there's also
is that like a spaghetti conference?
Yeah, it's an Italian thing.
After you go, you have to make sure to refrigerate it.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's
amore.
There's also DIY Con, which is another one, but just I don't know. For me right now, my focus is...
That's a hard no for me because of the date.
I have 3 things on the calendar right now. Aside from I'm not counting the Philly thing because that's a day drive and drive back. But we got the MayKer meetup, we got Texas, and we got MayKer camp. That's the 3 we're all going to be at. Right? There's no other ones. Yeah. We need I guess not. I don't know if we need another event in there.
We don't need.
Spaced out. Just spaced out. So that's it. Just go. So yeah, 6 YouTube videos, 125 unique listings, 50 IG posts, goal weight of 150. I'm sorry, God, I would die. 190. Finish the camper and go on one new event trip. Big event. And then we got some podcast goals this year, guys.
We do?
Yeah, we do. You ready for this one? Host. This is the podcast goals that I wrote up, and I would love input from you guys. And we'll grow this as well. So again, last year's goals that we had were giveaway every month, 4 patron calls, long-term sponsor, and 1 MayKer meetup hosted by AWP. I feel like we crushed all those goals. Let's go in a different direction. Host a big MayKer meetup. Here's the thing. We put together MayKer meetup last year in a month and a half, maybe 2 months. We're starting now. So it's going to be a bigger event, way more people. Megan over there at the, what's the name of the place?
Omaha Wood Co.
Omaha Wood Co. She's ready for us. She's got the space, and we're going to have a good time there. It's hopefully going to be in conjunction with
amazing weather.
Sutton,
just to be super clear, you guys are starting planning right now.
Yeah.
Megan and I started planning 2 months ago.
Yeah, of course, because you're local and you're the contact. Yeah. But I'm saying we're going to start getting brands involved. We're going to start marketing now, not marketing a month before, et cetera, et cetera. $12,000 for St Jude this year.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to say 15.
Let's go 12 and then just have
20.
Just crush December.
20.
Guys, we went $3,000 over our goal. I think it'd be
20.
Good. Let's bump it up.
20.
Cool. Dan's doing that thing again where he's just he's writing checks, but they're all bouncing.
Hey.
Host events, plural, at other woodworking conventions. So we're already in the works on that. The pizza party's already been a thing, but there's something else in the works at another event.
Yes.
where we may actually be a little more involved in the event than just showing up and just standing around looking like, you know, the intro to King of the Hill. What other goals do you guys have for us? Obviously, we're going to do the quarterly calls. We're going to do all the stuff.
I want to roll over one of my goals personally to the podcast, and that is
here we go.
Don't die. So
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's a good goal.
I promise to not die if you guys make the same promise.
Don't die. Cool. I like it.
I thought you meant just like the podcast dying, as in like ending. I'm not promising that I won't die. These things
Promise me
happen,
that you'll try
Dan.
not to.
I'm not going to actively try to not die.
Always trying.
Always be dying.
I'm not going to try and like Usain Bolt sprint to the end.
Make it a leisurely trot.
And one other thing I will say is currently we have, so only our paid members are part of our community on Discord. And first of all, that community is awesome. You guys it's basically self-run. I've been making an effort to jump in there as much as I can throughout the day. I actually turned on my notifications, so they're just coming up on my phone all the time.
I'm scared to turn on my Discord.
Honestly, I don't care. I'll suffer for the patrons. Like I want to jump in as much as I can.
Me feel bad.
It's Dan. It's okay. One of us is a better man. One of us is a better woman. Anyways, we have 307 active paid members right now in our community, which means there's 307 potential members in that Discord group. And for the sake of that community, I want to grow that number to at least 400.
Well, then I guess
That a
we're
good
giving
goal?
away. We're doing 2 giveaways a month.
Yeah, I want to we'll do everything in our power to spread the word of AWP all the way around. Knock on doors. I don't care if I have to wear some khakis and a white shirt and a tie.
We need
knock on some doors.
AWP missionaries
Yeah, we do. Send them
to assume the position.
Whatever. Send them to Venezuela. They could use some podcasting right now.
I think we can already call Brim a missionary. he's brother Brim.
Brother Brim.
Yeah, missionary. That's the position he's in.
We just have a lot of brother Nicks. It's like in Fight Club. I am
really is.
what's his name?
Brother Nick.
I am
brother
Spartacus.
Greg.
Brother Nick. But I want to grow that community. Like, obviously, here's the thing. It's good for everyone. We grow as a podcast. We're able to support the show a little better. We have a bigger community to go off of. We're able to raise more money for St. Jude. And it's just, there's no downsides to that. So I think that's a good goal. I think we go for 400. Boom.
I have a podcast goal that I'd like to make for us.
Let's go.
I would like, maybe it's a goal or pledge. I would like for us to be more.
Pledge? No.
What the heck is that?
No.
That's what you did to me when I was trying to get you guys to be agreeable to the giveaway.
Yeah, he said
That's
no.
his ND.
What's your lemon pledge?
I would like us to be more deliberate with our actions. We are a little loosey-goosey, and I believe it makes it hard for our brothers in Brim to stay locked in with us. So
To fight the good fight.
So I would like to set our patrons and our listeners up for success. If we're going to when we do our quarterly meetups, we plan them more than the week before, and we set the time and we advertise it. I'd like us to get more deliberate in advertising what we are doing so that we can bring more people to the good word of Nick Brim.
I like it. Cool. We got some good goals, guys. This is awesome. This is good stuff. And I think we're gonna crush it. Honestly, what I need to do, I'm gonna hate myself for this. I'm gonna set up like a quarterly or F it, monthly reminder that's gonna pop up, and I'm just gonna send this to us. send these goals to us every month just as like a troll, or I'll even set up as like an automatic email or something that goes out.
A little too deliberate for my taste.
I don't know. Because Dan, you could use "don't die" is on this list like 3 times, so you could probably.
You seem really worried about dying.
Yeah, so
I'm pushing 50 now, so
because the funny thing is, and I mean, tell me it wasn't the same for you guys. When I read these in the pre-show, that's the first time I looked at these goals since we made them last year.
Yeah, whenever we do this, I don't like write
I
it down.
I still technically haven't read them. I just had somebody else read them to me.
Exactly. So I think
as soon as this show's over, all those goals are gone.
And I genuinely encourage everyone, like, make some goals, put them up somewhere, get an accountability buddy, whether it's your meanest sibling or your wife. Like, honestly, meanest sibling is probably fine. So they could just every week they call you and go, "Hey, you still fat?" Okay.
I get that alive? Anyways.
Hey, look at you hitting
it hasn't helped. So.
All right, well, let's get out of this. I think, Braden, we skip bench this week.
I think we're deep into this. Let's skip bench.
I was sick. Dan made a puzzle. Braden is awesome. Just look at him. He's great.
I hung a door.
Week. He hung a door
today.
You made your wife very happy, and I can't wait to hear about it next week.
Yes.
Let's bundle. Yeah, I think we do.
It's going to be great because it'll be totally done by next week. So
I sat down here 30 minutes early and wrote everything down so I could have a nice long talk.
I can't wait to hear it next week, Dan. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
I didn't do any of that. I didn't do anything.
I was going to say, Dan, just don't touch it until next week and you'll be great.
No.
So, ND? Is that?
Let's jump into some questions real quick. We'll rapid fire through all these boys.
Ask and wait, don't be coy. Time for the questions with the AWP boys.
I have a goal. I have a podcast goal. Get a new question jingle.
I love that jingle.
Get out of here.
Go back to Black Betty.
Nope. I mean, we still have Black Betty. Ramblem. All right, we have 3 questions from Trash Panda Wood. Is it woodworking or just wood?
Yeah. Trash Panda Wood Theft.
Woodco.
And auto parts emporium.
Yeah, let's go through. And all of these questions today are brought to you by our Discord patrons. Oh. Yeah, it's all from Discord. Well, yeah, patrons. Yeah, Dan, you're correct. So here's
Dan, there's a wolf behind you.
Is it possible to make the design stage of furniture building sexy? Jokes about underwear to the side. But seriously, how can a maker entice viewers with part of the process that is critical but just not as satisfying as bringing a project to completion? Maybe I just haven't seen the right videos? Trash Panda would.
Honestly, my quick answer to that is you can 100% make it sexy, but you don't have to make it sexy. With enough tism, anything is just catching and you want to keep watching it. I like watching Four Eyes videos. Actually, Sean Boyd just did a video on design that I was glued to. It's just him talking. Go watch it. I think it's a great watch. It'll get you inspired. But I think if you're just passionate about what you talk about and you have some good points, you're gonna enjoy the video, or you're gonna make a good point if you are the one making a video. So yes, I think you can make design sexy. Go follow like Eric Curtis, Mary Sai. She's big on design as well. Woodworking is BS. The other podcast at Four Eyes. The other podcast, they talk about is design. If you want to, I'll give them a plug because they don't fight us on the internet.
Replay his question for me, please.
Is it possible to make the design stage of furniture building sexy? Jokes about underwear to the side. But seriously, how can a maker entice viewers with part of the process that is critical but just not as satisfying as bringing a project?
Yeah, so he's asking, how do you make the actual design stage, the design part, sexy?
Yeah, definitely go watch Chris over at Four Eyes or Sean Boyd. They do a phenomenal job talking about design. And yeah,
design is sexy. 100%. Because honestly, I get so inspired watching other people like design. Because I'm like, I would have never thought of that. That's great.
One thing visually that I've noticed that like video content creators do in the design stage is they do a lot of animation. Like they make the design process come to life while they're talking about it.
Oh,
Right.
who was it? Mike from Tailored Forest, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
He hasn't released a lot of YouTube videos, but I remember he dropped the first YouTube video he dropped. I was like, this guy's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
The animations, the graphics, the design. Go watch Tailored Forest. Go check him out on YouTube. He dropped this first video right out of the gate, came out with a banger. The way he showed off design caught my eye immediately, and I think it was done really, really well.
Agreed. He hasn't released anything in a long while.
No, he's focusing on products and he's got some other stuff going on. But listen, he's skilled. It's like, man,
He is skilled,
honestly,
and his videos were great.
I want to see more. If you're watching, he's definitely listening to this. Come on, he's a big fan. He's got to be. So, all right, next question, also from Trash Panda.
What's one shortcut you've learned that doesn't compromise quality, and a shortcut that absolutely does for better or worse? Trash Panda would.
Dan?
Gang cutting stuff. Like if you're doing a bunch of pieces that are going to be the same length or width or something like that, try to maximize your time, not maximize. Make your time more efficient by doing everything at once instead of like one at a time. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. Now, what about bad? Something that doesn't. A shortcut that could hurt you.
That I don't know. You'll have to come back to me for that. Let me think.
Brady,
Go to
you
the
got
next.
something?
Half it and go to the next guy. Drop a knife.
While you're thinking, I got one. So a shortcut that has, I think, improved my finished pieces and also saved me a ton of time is when I learned that you don't have to sand to 320.
Oh yeah.
You sand to most finishes don't want you to go past like 180, 150 because they need the pores open and also blow out your pieces because all the sawdust from the sandpaper goes into the grain, and then the finish sometimes can't absorb. It's building on top, but it's not actually absorbing into the wood because the pores of the wood are clogged. So most finishes literally just tell you go to 180 and you're done.
Yep.
I can't remember the last time I used 220, maybe to like polish something, right?
I even do cutting boards the 180. I don't go.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I do 180. Yeah. So huge time saver. One thing I will say that sometimes is a time saver, bouncing off of what Dan said. There's been times that I would batch something out and then let it sit a little too long in part of the process. Like I did a ton of end grain, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to chop all of it up, and then I only needed so many of the slivers for end grain, and then I had like 8 pieces set aside, all of them slightly cupped, so to glue them. So now I'm kind of like, all right, these might be wasted. I'll see if I can get them to cup the other way or press them into submission with a glue up. But I might have actually wasted those pieces by batching out too much early on. So that's been my waste. Braden, what do you think?
I'm trying to think. I feel like shortcuts that hurt you. I'm trying to come up with something for that one because I know for a fact there are some out there, but I cannot for the life of me think of any right now. Other than I guess safety.
If it hurts you, it's not really a shortcut, right?
I guess shortcuts in terms of like not setting up. Okay, actually, no, that is one. In terms of not setting up your workspace for the task that you're doing. Mm-hmm. So, for example, not grabbing push sticks, not grabbing safety equipment, not grabbing PPE. There's a lot of stuff that I think a lot of us walk outside and it's like, I just need to do this real quick, so I'm just gonna get it done.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not turning on dust collection or not hooking it up because it's on another tool.
Yeah.
That stuff hurts you because you end up having to clean it out later or, remove a finger or a body part. If you don't want to like get the crosscut sled out and you just run stuff through, you get blowout on the back.
You're right.
I guess that shortcut, that's probably the biggest one. It's just not trying to go too fast and not setting things up for what you're trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, in the long run, those quote unquote shortcuts are going to hurt you in the long run. And it's not really a shortcut anymore, right? Because you're
Yeah.
going to have to spend time fixing it.
You're gonna
And
pay the time toll.
there goes all the time you saved.
Yep, exactly. Good one. Especially the dust collection one. I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that because there's dust collection on my table saw. Technically.
Technically connected. I don't know how you
But-
never. Oh, never mind.
But I never turn it on when I turn on my table saw because I'm not doing a whole lot of work at my table saw like all the time. Usually when I go to the table saw, it's like a one quick cut here, one quick cut there. So it's like, I don't need to turn it on. And before you know it, I got Braden and Nick over at my shop helping me do a spring clean out, and Braden's blowing the dust out of it, and he's cursing me for the next 2 years.
Now, in your defense on that one, like the table saw specifically,
There's defense.
why do table saws have just such god awful dust collection?
Oh,
who
it's
designed
so
that
terrible.
one little tiny
Dude.
tube?
How
It
are
goes
you going
down
to make it
into the
What's
better,
the
bottom.
though?
point of a 4-inch hookup if you're gonna taper down to 2.5?
That's it. That's the
Look,
one
it's
part
so
that I cannot
stupid.
stand.
Oh,
And I
my
get
God.
it, like underneath the blade, like it's just a small area. But the little 1.5-inch tube that runs down to the like and just dumps off, like it's garbage. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Be an adult.
I shouldn't have to go inside my table saw and vacuum it up. That's what the big thing is for. Ah, kids, am I right?
I mean, a saw stop has 4-inch all the way through.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Must be nice.
Does it,
We're,
Dan?
well, we're
Does it?
poor, Dan.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you don't turn it on. So
Well, there's that.
What do you guys think about like overarm or like overblade dust collection on the table
Just
saw? Because
in
it's
my
about
way.
the best thing to
if I
actually
was cutting,
fix the
if I
dust
was
collection.
cutting sheet goods all day, absolutely, 100%, it would be on all the time.
it just
Otherwise, get it out of my face.
I don't even use that blade guard. Like, it just feels in the way to me.
Okay, now follow up from that.
Oh, I have a blade
Do
guard.
you guys think that it makes a difference? So there's the dust collection or the blade guards that attach onto the riving knives. And then there's the ones that are actually like freestanding, like unattached that go
I would
over.
rather have
Do
the
you think
freestanding.
that those make a difference?
I think the freestanding is better. Like
Yeah,
the ones
because
that
you could
people
just
have the arm that goes
Push
up
it out of
over.
the way when you don't need it.
You could just get it out of your way and never use it, as opposed to
Yeah,
having
that's
to
exactly
remove
what would
it to
happen
never
in my
use
shop. I guarantee it.
I don't want another thing on a riving knife and stuff. And I feel like most of the time I'm cutting chunky things. I don't want to be, or I'm using the gripper like push block and like
Yeah.
sort of push over the blade.
I don't use the gripper that much because it feels like I got to set that up every time too. Like I just want to set it and forget
4
it
of
type
them.
of thing. I have 2. Maybe that's
I
what I
have
need
2
to
and
do.
then 2 of the new ones. Didn't you get? Oh, you gave those
Yeah.
away.
I feel like the
You gave 'em away.
overarm ones also, they have hard pipe and they seem like they're a little bit bigger, and they have larger pipe too, so you get better suction out of them.
Honestly, Braden, I need whatever one would catch it right by my crotch. Because sometimes when you're ripping pieces for a while, I am coated. I am
Yeah.
completely covered. Not behind the saw, not around the sides. It's me. I'm coated with it.
I actually have a flex hose that I run up my pant leg, and then I unzip like the zipper and just pull it out, and just you get tons of looks. You cannot operate it with with the garage door open in a neighborhood, but it catches that dust.
As long as not you're within
Catches a lot of
150
stuff.
yards of a school.
The dust crotchlection. That's what it's called.
Local Omaha, man. All right, last question from Trash Panda.
How do trends like social media, viral builds, or Instagram woodworking help or hurt the craft? Trash Panda would.
This is a topic.
I think it does a little of both. I mean, it helps because it gets eyes on the craft, so to speak. But I think it hurts in that they often set like these unrealistic expectations, not only from potential customers, but people that want to get into the craft, and they think it's just as easy as whatever this viral video is. And it's not always that simple, right? Because these videos are quick and they're probably edited to hell, and it's not giving you a whole spectrum of the things you have to go through to make whatever project they're showing off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're
That's
right.
my 2 cents.
Unless, of course, you're using Jobber's platform, which you can try for
Correct.
free for 14 days using Dan's link.
Yes, please.
I
Then
think
it is that easy.
It's absolutely pros and cons. It all depends on the trend or what it is. Sometimes it just brings light to an old technique. Sometimes it has people want to try something, and then sometimes it's 5-minute crafts, and then all your freaking neighbors and family and grandma send it to you over and over and over again. And you're like, yeah, grandma, that's not how you would use a nail. Like, that's ridiculous. Why would you ever do that? Why would you melt a plastic cap to fill a hole? And then like, okay, grandma, I get it. You have dementia. Come on. But the trends can get a little annoying. Honestly, what I enjoy is the silly, like the audio trends.
Yes.
Sometimes like, when you go to your buddy's shop, like make sure to move a tool and like put something on a cast iron and like loosen a bolt or something. Like, that's silly. That's good fun.
Loosen a bolt.
Yeah.
Just
As
loosen
long as
the
it's not a
bolt
load-bearing bolt.
Yeah, loosen the bolt on his table saw blade, just for funsies.
My saw's on, but my blade's not
How did
spinning.
I get a wobble dado cut blade? That's weird.
Ying!
Yeah, I think it's pros and cons.
I think it kind of, I guess if there's a con to it, it's that social media is almost like cheapened the art a little bit.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
Dude,
it's fun.
It takes so long to do any of that stuff, even just to set up the shot, to make the cuts, to get everything lined up, to get all the tools. Like, you're looking at half an hour to an hour just to set up the shot for the stupid thing, right? Whatever it might be.
It's like, do you guys follow that guy? He's huge on Instagram and TikTok. His name is Taku Woodcraft, Taku, and he basically just does joint stuff.
Oh, the joinery people, don't even get me started, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be mad today.
His videos are amazing, and he's always showing these really cool techniques and stuff, but he makes it look really easy.
Of course, from Japan.
He makes it look really easy.
No words, no music, no face. That's my policy. That's his little what it says.
No trending music. What an animal.
What an animal.
But he makes it all look really easy, and it's not as easy as he makes it look. Even for somebody who's been doing it for 20 years. It's
not as easy as the Swan. I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're
great videos, don't get me wrong. They're phenomenal.
It's just another amazing joinery page, and it just they're just a whole different beast.
There's a lot of content out there that the piece is made for the content, not the content's made about the piece.
Yes. I think that's yes. And it's, we talk about this often too with, don't compare your life to their highlight reel. You're comparing your woodworking to their highlight. The whole entire video is made about this one joint. The pieces don't even exist. There is no table.
Yeah.
There's just this leg joint that they worked on, and they just mastered it, and they have chisels way better than yours. That's the main thing. So it could be a little tough, I think. All right, should we jump into the next one?
Yes.
Greg Bennett.
Where do you get your first aid kit? And what are your requirements? There are kits for car, travel, 200 to 500 person shops. It just looks like a world of landmines. Thanks, guys. Greg Bennett, Windy Acres Works.
Dan?
I made a joke in the post pre-show, but I actually got a pretty good first aid kit off Amazon. It's pretty decent. It's got everything you need: band-aids, bandages, and bandages. Two different things, by the way.
Yeah. I know we play Fortnite, Dan.
It's it's got ointments and aspirin, and it's got everything you need. So
creams.
It was like, yeah,
lotions.
Candles,
whatever
whatever you need to have a nice evening.
It wasn't a first aid kit.
I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. It's good to
Set
have
the
around.
mood for healing.
Yeah. So believe it or not, I do have a first aid kit, and it's nearby. I think Sutton had to use it once.
Oh no.
He got a little cut on his finger.
Little cut on his fingy?
I think, or it was me.
Dude,
Can't remember.
Almost
Somebody.
every cut I get on my fingers in a shop, it's from a dull object, and usually it's just speed plus immovable object. I can't talk. Just like slamming my hand into things like bolts or edges of tables.
Dude, I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
I have a big like gash on my ankle right now because I just slammed
Very
something
rarely
in
sharp
my ankle.
things, right?
Yeah.
I will say this. So most of my medical equipment that's in the house, so the first aid items that are in the house.
Where do you keep the MRI? The basement.
It's just I stopped at the CT scanner.
Oh.
I used to be a lifeguard for about 7 to 10 years. I don't remember how many years, but whatever. I was lifeguarding. And the thing is, if you crack open a first aid kit that you buy for a pool, at the end of the season, you got to waste it. Or next year, you mainly is you need to get a new one. So the stuff was going to get tossed anyway. So I would take it. So I have all this like bandages don't go bad. Band-Aids don't go bad. Like, you know, obviously the ointments and stuff like that, that's, you might want to.
No, they're still good. You can put them on salads.
Yeah. I will say this though. I probably tossed all of the crappy Band-Aids that don't stretch. Fabric is life when it comes to Band-Aids. Anything stretchable, buy yourself a pack of like, it's 4 sizes, don't go crazy. You know, if you like little maybe Mickey Mouse or something, Donald Duck, whatever, Disney one. Why not? Maybe you get a Huntrix one if you can. But honestly, fabric Band-Aids, some bandages if God forbid you have some bad stuff, a little bit of Vaseline or small thing of Vaseline. Vaseline's actually really good if you have a cut. Instead of putting the antibacterial stuff, because you actually can react to certain things in it. It's a good thing to put in Vaseline. Or if it's small enough cut, super glue. Just glue it together. And then, honestly, doctors are going to hate me for this. Accelerator. Just close it up immediately. I've done it. I did it literally on my thumb. And then a day later, I had to re-up, and I would like spray, and I had a nice coat on it. By the next day, I had to reapply it, and it healed up perfectly. Best Band-Aid I ever had.
And you know it's working, and it's killing the germs because it makes you want to die.
It actually it honestly did not burn it because it didn't hurt. It was just like a blunt trauma thing. I ran into something, but I make my own.
You run into stuff and you put Band-Aids on it. Pete, you're like Gabby. Like, oh no, I hit my ankle on the table. Like that.
I
need a Band-Aid, make me feel better.
Like a gash in my thumb. But the main thing is there's a couple of basic things that you need in your kit. A tourniquet is great. An arm sling is great. Some bandages are great. Band-Aids are the biggest thing, and some alcohol prep pads. And I think honestly that's what most people need. And I have one in my car, each car, and I have one in a shop. You can buy them as well. They're really nice. Oh, and a pair of those medical scissors, 100%. Scissors in every single med kit.
I'm looking at Amazon right now at the kit that I bought, and it's on sale right now for like $17.
Boom. Just do that.
It's a hell of a deal.
But make sure
it's a roll of shop rags.
Before I had a first aid kit, though, if you just have a torch, you can go full Rambo and just burn any sore, and it'll cauterize.
Just heat up the cast iron on your table saw, and then just push yourself in.
Just burn the sore clothes.
Best thing for any wound is you want it to have air. We wrap it to keep dirty stuff out of it. Like we wrap it to keep stuff out of it, but like realistically, air is great for healing. But we can't do that because then it would get messy. So flexible Band-Aids, 100%. Get
air is also good for healing the soul.
The soul.
I can't. You made it through all of that, and I thought for sure, okay, Pete's going to get done, and he's not going to say my answer. I'll still have my answer. And then you stole it.
Well, what did I say?
Get yourself a first aid kit, but whatever you do, buy specific tourniquets.
Oh, tourniquet. Yeah, that's
anything in your first aid kit in the shop. When shit gets hectic to the point where you're needing like, oh shit, where is the first aid kit right now? Like half the time, you need a tourniquet for what.
Am I the only one that confuses tourniquet for hammock?
Yes.
A hammock is much more relaxing than a tourniquet. Yes.
A hammock is like a full body tourniquet.
A hammock is like a tourniquet that hasn't been tourniqueted yet.
Yeah. And unfortunately, what most emergencies likely are small in shops, but there's potential for the worst injury. And if that happens,
you don't want to
wrap it.
Yeah, you don't want to be questioning where your tourniquets are. Also, keep in mind, you might have to get that tourniquet open one-handed. So look at how it's packaged.
That's the other thing. Actually, that's a great point, Braden. Put a Ziploc bag or two in there.
For bits, for keepsakes and memorials.
It's dark, but listen, we're taught. We work with saws, we work with blades, we work with.
So you could pick up appendages and put them in the baggie.
They can reattach them, and you might still have use.
God,
I know it's really dark.
Right.
This is a really dark subject, but like, guys, be ready. And if you don't have a tourniquet, throw a belt on there. If you don't have that, shrink wrap. String, anything, tape, the blue tape, just blue tape over your arm. Get it really, really tight. That's a tourniquet. But
don't cauterize it. That's the opposite of what
you cauterize it with you pour the black powder from a bullet in it, and then you light it on fire.
Dan,
That's what I saw Rambo do.
Dan, have you ever heard
of many muskets lying around?
Yeah. Have you ever held a bullet?
You don't
Dan?
know me.
I do know you, and I have access to your purchase history.
Do you?
All right.
Oh, God.
Let's get through the last question and get out of here. All right, this is from Jeff from Three Trails Woodwork.
A CNC, 3D printer, and laser walk-into bar. Which one should I get first for the shop? Kind of leaning towards the CNC. I have a 2-car garage for my shop. I'm looking at smaller units, like a Bamboo P1S or A1, 30-inch by 48-inch CNC. The 3D printer would probably be used for personal stuff, and maybe some production work, and the CNC and laser would be for production work and customer orders. Next question. I'm looking at...
So let's start with that for now. 3D printer, laser, or CNC? Go. Dan?
I think we're all going to have the same answer.
Okay.
Nope. The CNC is going to help you purchase the other items you want.
So get a CNC first.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying, Braden?
Yeah.
For me, it's a tie with laser and CNC. I think, but 3D printer is you can grow a business on that, but if that's not something you're already in, that might be harder to get into. A CNC and laser will make you money out of the gate. Granted, I think a CNC at the base level, honestly, at the high end level, $4,000 gets you a entry level high end laser. So like you can get a Onefinity for the same cost as an entry level high end laser, like a smaller one. You're better off going with the CNC, I think, because you can make money with either one of those really well. But depending on your budget, I think a laser can make you a lot of money too. So I think that's a tie for me, dog.
The CNC that I have that makes me the most money is my smaller CNC. It's the 32 by 32. I don't know what the base price is on that thing, but I want to say it's like 3,000.
But with lasers, it's what bigger means more power. It's not always small. You can't get a small one with 100 watt. The only reason I'm saying that is like one of the reasons why I heavily favored laser for a while is because I was spending a lot of time in the shop while I was working, and I was able to keep my headphones off and just enjoy the shop and work on other stuff. And it's quiet. It runs very quiet compared to the CNC. And I know that's not something that a lot of people will consider, but if let's say you're running this in your basement while your kids are sleeping after hours, that might be something you want to think about. So I would say that's a tie for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
The CNC is loud.
But depending on what you're cutting too, price points just came down. There's that 16.5 by 16.5 apprentice for under $1,000.
I could probably cut 80% of the things that I do with
That thing,
apprentice.
honestly, dude, if I don't have a wood shop, if I was getting into it and I wanted a first CNC, it would either be that or the 24-inch one, like the woodworker. I'd be looking at those because that's perfect. You would get almost every sign. I can cut it down on a table saw, throw it in there, and then boom. So great design, good stuff. Braden, you're saying the same, right? CNC.
Yeah, CNC, especially with the price points. I mean, I know just brand specific, but the price points that Onefinity has with the Gen 2s.
That's the thing. The 3D printers, it's a you're also getting a 3D printer. Like, whatever option you go with, you're also getting a 3D printer. I don't think you have to choose.
Subtractive versus additive, but yeah.
Whatever couple $100 you save on a CNC or a laser, just get the 3D printer. It's $300. All right. Second half of that question is, sorry, I'm going to start it over.
A CNC 3D some production work, and the CNC probably be used. Next question. I'm looking at going a new direction this year. Cutting boards and charcuterie boards have been a tough sale in my area. There's lots of competition. I'm looking at going into tables and custom furniture and maybe jumping into YouTube. Do you have any tips on how to market myself and get my name out there? My clientele has mostly been friends, family, and coworkers at my full-time job. I've posted a few furniture items on a few community Facebook pages for my city, with little success. Jeff Three Tails Woodwork.
Braden.
So this comes down to marketing, which is my favorite thing. If you want to grow in furniture sales, first off, you kind of have to decide what direction you want to go with this, because furniture, you kind of have to go all in a certain direction, because if you try and space yourself out over too many different like avenues, it can be very overwhelming.
Like to specialize. I feel like the more you specialize, right?
The bigger, the more furniture based stuff, or like the bigger your stuff, the more you have to specialize. It's kind of like chair makers or like luthiers. Like you need to set up tools a certain way, and it's a pain in the ass to jump from project to project. If you want to get into furniture, especially depending, like if you want to do into like single piece furniture pieces, which is kind of the direction I want to go in, get business cards, get good quality photos taken of pieces that you have done, like to the point where almost get a professional or a semi-professional photographer and take pieces and get professional like portfolio type level photos, and then find interior designers, find furniture consignment places in your area and start making those connections, because a lot of the people that you're seeing on YouTube, they are getting sales because people know them by reputation, not because they thought, oh, I really want a black epoxy river table. No, they know Blacktail Studios from his reputation, and they want a Blacktail Studio piece. Dan and I started talking to interior designers around here, and we started building some relationships by literally creating not just business cards, but putting our information on tiny little tables that I would make, where I 3D printed legs and then took Dan scraps and made live edge tables, and I made them to scale and dropped them off. And that's building a reputation with those designers. And that's when they reach out with, hey, can you make this piece? It's a little bit of a slower grow, but you'll get more interesting work, I think, that way, versus if you want to do volume type furniture work, which is a totally different avenue that Dan could probably speak a lot more in depth about.
If you don't have any desire to be creative all the time, volume furniture is great for you. No, it's true. I sell 3-4 different table designs, but I sell a lot of them. So the creativity process there was one and done. Now it's just doing it over and over and over, which is kind of like one of the things that kills my productivity. I need to feel creative doing stuff. So I'm don't get me wrong, I know I'm fortunate in the position that I'm in, but like it's hard for me to stay productive if I don't feel creative. Does that make sense? I think that's one of the things that's dragging me
some
down.
people some people are more comfortable with the process, not the design.
I understand.
And that's where hotel furniture design type stuff for large orders.
But I'm gonna go a different direction, and we had Jeff from Maker's Way on some time ago, and we talked about how he sells his product before he went back and worked with Johnny Builds and stuff. And I remember he said that he markets everything on Facebook Marketplace. It's free. And he just lists stuff constantly on there. And he gets a lot of business there, or he was.
Which is shocking because I feel like...
Yeah, I know a lot of people hate Facebook Marketplace for reasons.
I personally have never been able to like sell anything like that.
I tried it.
I
tried it, and I got a few hits. But, that's an avenue you could look at. Jeff had success. So there's success to be had there. I'm sure other people have had success there because you see the same ads all over the place. So give that a shot. Go give that a look.
I know Zach Hess from Double K. He also, I constantly see Facebook ads of his like popping up. Just
he actually runs ads
recurring.
On too.
I don't know if he's running them, but I see like recurring posts.
His listings,
his listings. And
you can set them up to recur or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I see. I get them all the time.
I mean, if he's continuing to do it, you got to think that it's working. Otherwise, why would you continue
doing something
to do
right?
So there you go.
All I'm going to say is, I'm going to lean into the first part of the question, which is like, he's like, cutting boards and charcuterie boards aren't selling locally. Why aren't you shipping? I just finally made the decision like, hey, I'm just going to buy boxes for these boards. I'm going to stop making boxes for them. I'm going to buy boxes. Actually, that's why one of the reasons I drove down to Justin Bailey's is he ordered wrong size. They were 20 by 14 by 4. And I'm like, that's perfect. None of my boards are over like 19 inches. This is exactly what I need. So I ended up just grabbing a bunch of them off of him, and I'm going to be ordering the same boxes, and I'm probably going to get a slightly smaller too. So all those different boards that I made over the last couple of months, I'm going to now list. Because one of the reasons I always hesitated on listing them was purely just because it's going to be a pain in the ass to list all of them.
How do I ship it?
Yeah, like shipping it and getting it out there. Oh man, I got to figure out the shipping. Figure out what it is. By the way, fun fact, if you ship anything over 22 inches, there's an extra like $4 that they charge you. Just something to know. So that's one of the things. I was ordering some boxes for an item that is exactly 22 inches. So when I ship it, it's like 22 and a half. But like, who's going to measure at the post office, really? Are we measuring from the tape?
I'll tell you what, UPS measures everything.
Yeah. Well,
Bastards.
If you pre-label it and pop it on, just pop it on their table, maybe they're a little nicer. But if they're measuring it on a spot, then you're screwed. Yeah, they're going to go.
I get price adjustments constantly from UPS because...
really?
Yeah.
Do you ever... Yeah, but you can... what's the word I'm looking for?
Dispute?
Dispute. I was going to say, what's like the business term for argue? You can dispute those. And I've had a couple where they've said like, oh, it's, here's actual measurements. I've disputed every single one. They kick me back to my setup every time.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. So that's good to know.
Because it's all automated. So where's the package? Nobody can prove it.
Yeah.
I ship a lot of things out of a 24 by 20 by 14 box, and they always bump it up to 24 by 21 by 15, and it goes up like $4.
Yeah.
I'd be hitting the dispute button on every single one.
I didn't know that was.
Might have to try that now.
Is that through Pirate Ship?
Yeah,
because I do it.
That email that they send you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, if you're gonna get into tables, guess what? You're gonna have a lot of scraps for cutting boards.
Yeah,
Tiny tables.
True.
Yeah, so
This is true.
that's something to consider as well. I don't think there's any downside to continuing to do cutting boards and small stuff. I say 100% get into the furniture stuff, but just keep making stuff, keep posting, and get on the Facebook groups, like the local Facebook groups. Don't
Dude.
like the marketplace. I think is good, but and honestly, did we talk about
Look for some
to
craft fairs, especially around the holidays.
Well, not even craft fairs. Go talk to businesses. Walk into places and be like, hey, are you guys looking at blank? Like, do you need tabletops? Do you need boards? Do you need whatever? Like, hey, I run a shop. I have, I'm going into just lie to them. Be like, I'm about to go finish up a bunch of projects. I'm going into a slow season. If you guys needed some new furniture or whatever, we can do that. Like, I'd love to talk. Can I talk to your purchasing manager or whatever, or your boss?
I'd like to talk to your manager.
Yeah, like,
My name's Karen.
you're gonna have to have some uncomfortable conversations, because that's what having a business is like. And Braden could really talk about this. We should do a whole episode on this, on how to sell yourself. But
And I'll take a nap.
yeah, and just something that we've talked about in the past is like, you need to be everywhere. If someone Googles your name or your shop, you should be the entire front page of Google. And also add yourself as a local business. You can add yourself as a business without an actual direct specific address. You can have a general area, roughly, or you can use the post office sometimes as the PO box as the address. And then you show up, because there are crazy people out there that they look up businesses that are local on Google, and they're going to look for a business that's local to them. And that's a good way to do it as well. So make sure you're visible on Google. Google My Business is the program. Just search that, Bing it, and then it'll take you to Google where to fill out the form, stuff like that. So
Bing a Google thing.
yeah, or ask Jeeves it.
I was going to
Anyways.
say, always ask Jeeves.
Yeah, that's all the questions, guys. We have some big goals this year. Should we review before we go, or just
No.
I want to start going to bed
We can
earlier.
review in 359
I can't wait to send this to you guys
days.
weekly reminders of 2026.
I'm going to bed
Goals.
earlier and earlier.
Um, yeah. So huge shout out to our sponsor, the patrons,
Heyo.
Braden.
Dare I say our favorite sponsors?
Of favorites. I'd rather, honestly, if that's what paid the bills here, that's all we would do. It'd be great.
Make sure, if you are not one of our patrons, make sure that you sign up for any of our paid tiers of Patreon. They all get you access to our Discord, which is, might I dare say, popping AF. Also, all of our paid tiers get sequentially rising numbers of entries into this year's monthly giveaway. Put a check in your box, Dan. Monthly giveaway for our patrons. We are going to be giving away 1-of-1 t-shirts and other various prizes to lucky winners every single month. And it's going to be busting. Yeet. Dan?
Well, Pete already took my outro where I thank the patrons. So
Sorry. Well,
And then I bribed them,
I
so-
think they're sponsors.
thanks for the patrons. You help all this.
You filthy animals.
Without you, this doesn't work anymore. We're just talking to ourselves.
It'd be really sad if we were just sitting here talking to ourselves for like,
Yeah, I know.
2 hours.
I don't want to just sit and talk to you guys without any sort of reward
wow.
from our patrons.
Wow.
So, wow. Anyway, if you want to join the patronage and help keep everybody happy here and friends and a family, you can go to iloveawp.com, because Braden's going to continue to pay for that link, because now it's a business expense, apparently. That's it. That's all I got.
Woo! Love y'all. See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Hey, bye. Welcome
Bye,
to
bye,
2026. Bye.
Woo! It's gonna be a good year, baby.
Bye.
Stay classy, Omaha. That's my new outro.
That's it.
I like it.